All right, have and have not fans. Now, one of the biggest questions about the mid-season finale is what will Veronica see when she goes over to David's house? Now, this is going to be one of the bigger plot points of the upcoming episode because we do see that Candace and Veronica are on the phone talking, and it looks like Veronica is pretty much losing her mind that she's become so obsessed with getting revenge on David and Erica that she's willing to blow this entire operation out of the water, which is something that I pretty much saw coming from a mile away because even though Veronica and Candace would make one heck of a team if they actually join forces against a common enemy, they can pretty much overcome any obstacle. However, if you look at it this way, it really seems that Veronica is more of a self-gains kind of woman, and so is Candace. I've always wondered that if they ever took all the money that David has, then how would that be split up? You know, would it be 50-50? Would Veronica say, you know what, I helped this man obtain this wealth. There's no way I'm going to let this little street level trash take away what's mine. So when you really think about what's coming up in the episode, Veronica seems to get David's address from Candace and is willing to just blow this entire operation out of the water to get what she wants. And who knows what that is? I mean, maybe she just gets to the point where she's just fed up with everything and wants to take out Erica once and for all. But we see her in this amazingly shot scene. Again, I cannot fault Tyler Perry on the camera work of this season. True, the plot and the characters have been a bit dull, but you cannot argue against the fact that it's been a beautiful sight to see. So we see her driving up to David's new house, and we see a car parked out there, and people are wondering who it is. I don't really know. I mean, for all we know, Erica probably has a new car thanks to David. Who knows? I mean, the fact that he gave her the credit card to get some clothes, but she only spent a couple $100s. Who's to say that he didn't give her a car when he got back from visiting Jeffrey in jail? Who knows? But then we get to a scene where Veronica seems to be peeking through the glass door in David's house, and she looks a bit stunned. I believe some people are even describing it as heartbroken. What I'm guessing, it's the scene that we have yet to see in this season. It's a scene from the trailers where we actually see David sitting on the stairs and kissing Erica. So to me, this would be, here's how I think it should play out. Instead of Veronica, you know, like driving her car through the house or breaking a glass or cussing and screaming, just have it where it's just a moment of silence. Like she looks through the window, sees David and Erica, and then just leaves heartbroken. I feel like that will do a lot better for her character. It's like, what do they say, less is more. Instead of her throwing a fit like she usually does, just have her see something that actually breaks her heart and then have her walk away. That could be the final scene of the episode and I'll be fully satisfied. However, I do feel like it is possible that we see Melissa texting Benny on Veronica's phone saying that I want to see you, I have to go out, come by my house later. Who's to say that Benny doesn't get that message and then goes over to Veronica's house, but then it turns out to be a trap by Melissa to seduce him? Pretty much to get back at Veronica for everything she's put her through. And then when Veronica comes home heartbroken over seeing David with Erica, she goes in the house and then sees Benny with Melissa. And then that's just enough to push her over the edge. I don't know if it means suicide. I don't know if she's going to kill somebody, but have Veronica be broken. That would be great to see because it would really show a new dimension to her character. Now you're probably wondering, Jeremy, after everything Veronica has done and we've seen that she's capable of, who's to say that David kissing another woman would just make her stop in her tracks, in her heels? Because we saw in the elevator when Erica was kissing on David, that's when they started to fight. But remember when this was in the Sarandon Hotel when Veronica was pretty much, harassing Landon and Jeffrey, and Jeffrey kissed Landon despite his mother, and that literally that made Veronica freeze in her tracks. She was speechless because she doesn't want to accept that her son's gay, but that was the first time she actually saw her son kissing another man. It's not, him holding Wyatt. It's not him, putting his arm on his back. No. This is a full embrace kiss with another man, and that left her speechless. Now, I feel like the same thing would happen when Erica and David are kissing. Now, in the elevator, one could argue that Erica was just doing that to spite Veronica. I agree. But to actually have her from the outside looking in to see David happy, I feel like that would actually put a stop to what she has planned at that moment. What I really think should happen, and I doubt it will happen though, they should actually have like a inner flashback where they show a scene where Veronica and David got their first house together, and perhaps they did a similar thing where David was sitting on the stairs, Veronica came down, put her arms around him, and they embraced and kissed. I feel like that would be a great way to bring things full circle, add more depth to Veronica's character, and then move on with the second half of the season, pretty much her picking up the pieces of what she just witnessed. Now, part of me says that it would really be a great way for her character to develop. Another part of me could be thinking that maybe she sees what's going on and the fact that David's truly happy, but then in her heart she knows that Erica is just playing him. And then when it comes down to their plan and acting, David will be fully broken enough that maybe he'll come back running to her, or she'll pretty much just destroy him full inside and out. But overall, I feel like my first theory makes the most sense, that Veronica sees Erica and David together and then loses everything in terms of, oh my God, he has moved on, he has found true love and whatnot. So with that being said, those are just my thoughts on what Veronica sees when she goes over to David's house. I mean, Erica could be in there by herself, but I doubt it. I really feel like it will make more sense for David and Erica to be kissing. Veronica walks in, and hopefully she doesn't set the house on fire. Let's just put it this. I hope there isn't any gasoline in the trunk of her car and another house fire. I don't want that to happen. I hope Tyler Perry wrote it where less is more. So with that being said, what do you think Veronica sees when she goes over to David and Erica's new place? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you later.